The goaltenders tonight in this Game 2. Ken Ragged got his feet wet in playoff competition last night and played an outstanding game. Here he is again tonight. Murray Bannerman. Well, Bob Pulford has decided on a goaltending change here in Game 2. Now, for the record, Bannerman was beaten 3 times by the Maple Leafs this season.
Well, remember last night's game, Fraser took a couple of penalties that put his hockey club behind the 8 ball because the Leafs capitalized in the power play, and here he is right back at it again.
And Brown is on the move, going in. Rolled into the side of the net. Ragged just steered it away, almost set up a rebound, but Daou was there. He and Therrien are on the ice. Daou shot, scores! It hit something in front, I think, and Murray Bannerman was flat-footed and could not move. And the Maple Leafs continue to frustrate the Chicago Blackhawks, and they score first and lead 1-0.
Bob, it's a game of breaks. You saw the screen set up. Actually, it hit a couple of sticks. I think it hit Therrien. It also hit Keith Brown, and it was a knuckleball. But look at the screen. Now, Bannerman cannot pick the shot up, and it just squirts by on the stick side. But that's what happens when you use those crisscrossing patterns, as Daou did. And again, the Chicago Blackhawks backed up. They allowed Daou to cross over that blue line. Why not be in a challenging position and try to break it up outside the blue line?
He is knocked flat. Here is Savard. Around the net, gets it back to the blue line. Bob Murray to Wilson. Wilson set it up right in. And Ragged again got a piece of it. The Hawk fans are going crazy here.
What you have here now is a very frustrated Denis Savard. He knows he has to produce for the Chicago Blackhawks. He's been making a lot of nifty moves. The puck hops over his stick into the crowd. That's the way it's going for this young man right now. Watch the move that Savard makes here. Once he gets that perfect pass, he actually turns everybody inside out. Here's the move, got the open net, and slides it through the legs and wide of the net. But what a good move Denis Savard made there, Bob.
He rolled it up on the boards to the right side. Another attempt in front, and they fan on it. The Hawks, Bob Murray to Savard, scores!
Well, the Leafs had a chance to get it out right there, and that little bit of a hesitation where Larmer really did a good job by stripping the puck from Gary Lehman, and Savard, who had been stymied a couple of times previously, finally gets himself into a good position. You know, the Blackhawks are really all over the Leafs during this power play, and you notice how Savard kind of lags behind, hoping that one of the players would strip the puck. Now, you saw that Riggett was out in a challenging position. Well, once the puck came to Savard, there's just absolutely no way that he was going to be able to get back and try to cut down that angle. So Savard gets his first goal. The game is tied. The Blackhawks score in a power play.
A pass ahead to Lysiak. Lysiak left it up the line. The Hawks are in. Yaremchuk dropped it back. Sutter! Ragged, rebound, hit the goal post. Ragged is down, and he has the puck. Can you believe that series? Yaremchuk was in. He put Sutter in the clear. And Ragged made a scintillating save on Sutter. And then it came back in front and it was off the goal post. Watch how it happens. There's the backhander by Lysiak, and it hit the goal post there last night. He's in there again. He didn't shoot it. Lehman gives it to him. There's the shot. He scores. Same spot, same type of setup, and Thomas gets his 3rd goal in 2 nights, and the Leafs lead 2-1.
And Bob, that's a power play goal by the Maple Leafs. That's 3 now that they've had in this series. So they are making things happen via the power play. And Thomas had an opportunity of shooting it before. He hesitated and waited, got the same try again, and again it went through the legs of Murray Bannerman. Now, what makes this such a interesting shot by Thomas is that he is so accurate. You don't know how difficult that is to one-time a puck and get it on the net. Well, he's done it 3 times now.
The Leafs lead 2-1 with a minute and a half left in the period. The Hawks in again. Ludzik was hit hard and knocked to the ice, and there's going to be another penalty to the Toronto Maple Leafs on the play.
Ludzik is hurt.
Ludzik was hit hard.
In fact, 2 Blackhawk players are down, Bob. They collided right at the top of the face-off circle.
Ludzik is 29, there to the right. The other Hawk player, it could be Lysiak.
Well, you see Ludzik hopping on the one leg, so his left leg is giving him a considerable amount of trouble.
Ludzik was carrying the puck. He was in the middle of the fray and took the hard hit. Well, then 4 players came together. Let's see if we can pick it up here, Dorney.
Well, I don't know if that was the elbow by Katsopoulos, but there was quite a collision. It was an interference call given to Katsopoulos, but I think there was about 4 players involved in that pileup.
And as you can see, they have called for the stretcher to assist the Chicago player to the clinic here at the Chicago Stadium. The Maple Leafs are leading the Blackhawks 2-1 as the fans stand to give Wilson a hand and hope that this injury is not serious. Behn Wilson, the veteran defenseman of the Chicago, and the puck comes loose back to the line. Doug Wilson moved in quickly, scooping it into Savard. Savard back of the net. He'll give you fits. Savard starting back out front, looking around, trying to work somebody loose. Wilson's shot misses. Regan is down. He scored! The Blackhawks have tied the game again.
That's Denis Savard that's doing the damage. But again, it's that hard, low shot by Wilson. Boy, he's dancing tonight, isn't he, Bob? Denis Savard?
Well, he is dancing when the Hawks have the man advantage. The Leafs are in that box, as you see there now, Gary, and there's not much you can do when the man is on the outside handling the puck, and he's got great patience, and he set it up again.
Well, he is to hospital with a back injury, extent undetermined at this time.
Quick shot by Wilson is stopped by Regan. Another shot, O'Callaghan deflected in front of the net. They score! Savard again! Standing ovation for Savard.
Well, you can't keep great players down all the time. You know, in Game 1, the Leafs were doing such an outstanding job of clearing the rebound. That time, both Nyland and McGill lost sight of the puck, as did Ken Riggett. Look at how the Blackhawks are jamming the front of the net. Now, where is the puck? Savard's got it, has an easy one. That's like a layup in basketball. And for the first time, the Blackhawks have the lead.
And out come the Hats here at the Chicago Stadium. The fans get into the act after Denis Savard got into his act.
He said, one win by our club can turn things around. Right now, the Chicago Blackhawks are on the way to doing just that.
Thomas sliding in there, ran into the goaltender, Murray Bannerman, and I believe Bannerman has been injured. It was an accidental happening as Thomas was trying to get around the net and was upended and slammed into the post. Bannerman is being assisted out of the net, and Sauve is going to put the mask on and come in here in Game 2 of this series. From Chicago Stadium, this is Stanley Cup '86. Rolling it inside the Maple Leaf blue line. Savard went after it. Savard gets it loose, shoots. That hit Fergus. Savard again, another shot, scores! Denis Savard has scored number 4 for Chicago, and the building goes wild.
He picks up a straight pass and just double cocks it and lets her fly. Salming was out trying to block the shot, but it went just over the shoulder of Ken Riggett. They said it couldn't find it. Actually, Fergus tried to just deflect it out. Couldn't reach it in time. Savard got it, so it's Savard 4, the Leafs 2. What a performance by Denis Savard.
Here in the second, 4-2 Chicago. Here's Wendell Clark in front of the net. Iafrate moving up. Iafrate passes off. Another shot. They score! Iafrate made a great play, and Lehman got the pass in front of the net, and the Leafs get closer. It's 4-3.
Well, that's the last thing that Pulford wanted to see, but what great passing play by the Hound line. Courtnall, Lehman, and Clark. They just moved that puck around. Watch this, the tic-tac-toe, and what chance does Sauvé have on that play? That's the one thing, that a puck can always move a lot quicker than the player can skate, and the Leafs really demonstrated good puck control there as they moved that around from player to player to get to within one.
Nancy Faust at work at the big pipe organ here in the Chicago Stadium. Warren Skolodensky, by the way, has been dressed, and he's now the backup goaltender for Chicago. Sauvé is in the nets. Murray Bannerman left in the second period. He was injured. Around the net, dumping it to Poddubny, but he had lost his stick. Now Preacher tried to give it to Clark. Preacher comes in front. Here's a chance for Bill Root. Slapped it to Clark. He scores! A beautiful play by Bill Root. Very, very, very cool. And he threw it into the side of the net. Inachak was standing there. And Inachak, in fact, got the goal. I thought it was Wendell Clark without the helmet. Same style haircut.
It really doesn't matter, Bob, because the Leafs have tied it up. But boy, what a great play from the defensive point route. Look at that fake slap shot, froze everybody, and Inachek had the open net. But you could just sense that the complexion of this game has changed. The way the Leafs have been applying the pressure, they've just come at the Blackhawks, and in it goes.
The shots in the game to now are 46 by Chicago, 30 by Toronto. All right, 1:48 left in the third period, and the crowd making that Chicago noise now. 1:05 left in the third period, and the Leafs fighting for it. They can't keep it in very long. Inachak gets it in here. They score! It looked as if the Hawks were going to clear it, but Inachak was instrumental, stopping it at the blue line. Poddubny wasted no time, and he has scored for the Toronto Maple Leafs with 56 seconds left in the third period, and it's 5-4 Maple Leafs.
What the Leafs showed was a lot of discipline. They hung onto the puck. They didn't have anybody to pass it to. They just waited and waited until they found the open man. And again, Poddubny gets himself into an excellent shooting position. He has his stick on the ice. He's just waiting to tee it up, and it came within maybe 6 or 7 inches of not reaching Poddubny. You know, they say this game is a battle of inches. It certainly is, and Poddubny released it, one-timed it, and what a comeback by the Toronto Maple Leafs as they take a 5-4 lead. Amazing.
Another centering pass. It comes to the line, and just out over the line. The Leafs with the empty net. Thomas scores! The Leaf bench is jumping up and down over there. They're going nuts because they have now just about defeated the Chicago Blackhawks here in Game 2 with only 21 seconds left. Thomas gets the empty net goal, and the Leafs here in the third with a solid effort in the last 20 minutes of this game lead 6-4.
Well, there isn't a greater feeling in the world than to be the underdog and nail the first 2 games here at Chicago Stadium. You see the enthusiasm at the bench, the Toronto bench, pulling for one another, congratulating one another. And Thomas, once he gets that opening, just fires it from over the center ice. He waited till he got over center ice and deposited it in the empty net.
In this second game of a best-of-5, the scene will shift to Toronto Maple Leaf Gardens Saturday night at 8 o'clock Eastern Time. 3 seconds left, and the Hawks have been defeated here by the Maple Leafs in Game 2. tonight by the goaltender Ken Reggett. The Leafs come back in the third to win it, going away 6-4.